Hello, my name is Reid, and I believe that our regrets can teach us a lesson, but in the end, we have to let go of them. I was once a victim of regret, and it is very hard to move on from the feeling. We all have some regrets. When I was younger, I regretted having to take trips to England because I thought they were long and boring. But then my grandfather started to forget many things, and instead, I regretted not spending more time with him. Now I miss all the slow, bird watching, or rock collecting days with my grandpa that I wanted to avoid when I was younger. There is one memory that sticks out in particular. When I was 13, my grandpa took me out for a day in Matlock, Derbyshire, in the United Kingdom where he lived. Sometimes we had a lot of fun, together looking at birds, but on this day, not so much. We were out in the town where he liked to look through a shop window at interesting rocks. I got very bored and I wanted to go back home, so we left the rock shop. Now I wish I had been more patient and ready to listen and learn from him. He was losing his memory, but he could remember the strangest facts about birds and rocks from working at a national park. As a child, I didn't understand that those were some of the only things that he had left, and I wasn't really able to do much else. We went back to his house where I fell asleep in front of the fireplace. On the last day of my trip to England, I realized that there was something wrong with my grandfather. He was becoming quiet, and he was dragging his feet as he walked. I don't know why that scared me, but somehow I sensed that something was wrong. I asked my mom if that was going to be the last time that I would see my grandfather. I left England feeling scared and sad, realizing that I had wasted an amazing opportunity to get to know my grandfather, and I regretted it every day. I wished I could have gone back to when he would tell me about the new rock he found, or what kind of amazing leaf was on the ground at our feet. I wish I hadn't asked to leave the rock store and had gotten to know him a little bit better. In fact, that was the last time I saw my grandfather, because in July 2016, just after my birthday, he passed away. He died quietly and mid-sentence while speaking to my grandmother. Not only did I feel the grief any grandson would feel, but I also felt that peculiar mix of shame and sadness we call regret. After a while, I began to realize that just because I would never see my grandfather again doesn't mean that I have to give up doing everyday tasks like homework or sports. I was able to get over my regrets by realizing that I did spend time with my grandfather, realizing that a waste of one day was not anything to be angry at myself about. But life's too short to dwell on a day that turned sour. Instead, I choose to remember all the fun and laughs I had with him instead. Every time I visited his house, I would always hear the stories about how he saw a peacock or how he would drive telemarketers crazy on the phone. I know that I should not only remember one bad day, but also every day I spent full-heartedly enjoying myself with him. I learned a valuable lesson that day from my strong feeling of regret. I learned that I need to cherish every moment like I'm never going to have it again. Every moment is special, and even the minutes that I spent at the rock store were special and important. In the passage that Maddie read for us, Jonah tried to run away from God because he was afraid to go to Nineveh. He got swallowed by a whale and had time to think and realize the error of his ways. Jonah then regrets his decision to run away from Nineveh. He faces up to the fact that he has a task to do, and instead of regretting it, he gets on with it. If we spend our entire lives so worried about a past mistake, then we would never be able to enjoy the future. If we don't regret things so much, we can get on with our lives and enjoy every single second. We can never face up to our important job, like Jonah's in Nineveh, unless we let go of our regret. I think it's only fair that Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda will have the last words. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Wise words, Master Oogway. And just like Master Oogway, we can be taught by living in the moment. Thank you.